Hey YouTube, it's time to take another trip to Orlando. Sorry this isn't in 4K. The previous video after I shot it, 3 days later, the day I posted it, my iPhone 6s Plus was stolen. So I'm using my 5. Oh, also, I'm planning on doing this more often, but I want to come up with a new channel name. So I'm not very good with names, so if you have any good suggestions, please put them in the comments below. I was thinking maybe calling it My Orlando Life. Like, that's kind of cool. And then another second passed, I said, no, actually it's terrible. So what do you think? Basically, it's going to be a channel doing these video logs and updating my family on what I'm doing. There's a building with a globe on it. If you watch my other channel, you'll know what that means. Kind of a dated reference at this point. And the I-4 construction that people seem to be complaining about. Rehearsal studio, yay! And more construction. And there's the Cabana Bay where I'll be staying tonight. Well, I've walked into this hotel once before, but I've never stayed here before. This means I will have now stayed at every single on-site hotel that is operational. Alright, here it is, my new classic pass, since the other one was stolen 3 days after I got it. So hopefully my next video won't be me holding a brand new plastic pass, most likely. Well, if you watched my previous video, you'll see that I just discovered, after all these years, this little place to sit. Actually, maybe not little, I don't know how I missed it. You can see the show is not quite set up for tonight over here, but down there it is. So I decided to have a taco, which we already had. So now it's time to go over to Islands of Adventure and see the Kong ride, which the walls are now down, which I've been for a little bit, but I haven't been back since then. Time to go see Kong. Maybe later on check it out. This is a theater in Islands of Adventure that unfortunately is empty and unused. It has been for quite some time, which is strange because it's a very large waste of space that could be used for, well, shows. I swear this phone is more wobbly than my 6s Plus was. But there's nothing, there are no ropes or anything to keep people from walking up here, so I decided I would. So if you have ever wondered, been here, if you ever wondered what it looks like, that's what it looks like. They have lights on even though it's abandoned, or well, it's not been used. And of course this is where the technicians sit when there's an actual show. So I'm going to get out of here before I get into trouble or whatever. But you should at least put a rope in the way to say don't come up here, right? Okay, now that I'm walking out of the arena or the theater, I see that it is roped off. This is not the entrance I came in. Oh well, too late now. Well, here it is. Not exactly the first person to show you this, but I'm showing you now anyway. I've been told that at around 5 o'clock there might be a technical rehearsal, which I might be able to then get onto the ride. I will find out, and so will you. If I don't put that in the video, then obviously I didn't get it on the ride. Well, if you are still watching and you watched my previous video, you'll remember that this area was blocked off before for a long time. I guess it's so you couldn't see over the walls for Kong, I guess, I don't know. So it's open now. Well, haven't been up here before because it's been blocked off for a long time. Because ride, I can't remember the name of. Slightly different view. I want to know what those things do because those are huge. I know they're lights, but you can see the tire tracks already over there. I might do a few seconds of the queue if I get in. But there are already plenty of queue videos up online already, so. I never thought I'd see King Kong come back to Universal Studios, but here it is. So that's the walkway I couldn't get onto earlier this month. And for some reason, this is still blocked off here. You're allowed in this area, you're allowed in that area, but this in between is still blocked. I don't know why. Alright, now I'm being told that if it happens, it'll be after 6 p.m. So I'm going to go back to the hotel and check in since I didn't have my room ready yet. And try to get back here by 6 o'clock and hope that there's not too big of a line, or even worse, they decide not to do the technical rehearsal today. Here is the view from my room. Oh, great. I'm not going to be staying here very much. It's pretty much staying here to sleep and that's it. Big queen. Now back to the park to see if I can ride Kong. Probably will be a long line now. Oh well. This is where I should be parking, but you can tell that's not going to happen anytime soon for anybody who's staying here. And this is the room. I've never been a fan of this theme. I think this hotel looks tacky and ugly. But it's inexpensive. At least for an on-site hotel it is. So there's that. Well, on my way back to Islands of Adventure, but it's after 6:30 already. That was fast. Yeah, go back to the hotel, Dave. Yeah, that'd be a great idea. Yeah, you totally won't miss the ride if you go back to the hotel. It closed 20 minutes ago. All this running around for nothing. Well, I did miss the Kong ride, but not a trip to Universal Studios for me without a ride on the barge ride, and it is open, even though it was raining earlier, it stopped. So here's a little update on the Toothsome Chocolate Emporium. They've tried to repair the damage that people have done to these gears, but now someone has ripped an entire spoke off of it. This is why we can't have it. This is why we can't have anything nice. Someone put a lot of time and effort into making these look really cool, and someone just decided to break it because they could. Nice. I mean, are they really dumb enough to think this is actual metal? They're getting ready for the Cinema Spectacular show. The lights on this barge, I guess, just lit up. But it's still quite a while. It's almost half hour before showtime. So those things on top of the, focus. Those things on top of the Fear Factor theater, I've always wondered what they are. They are in fact lights. They look too big to be lights, but they are. Finally got the answer. Oh yeah, and this one's going on. There they are. They're super, super bright. They're also way over there. It is just before 8 a.m. and I'm actually already at the park because I stayed on site. I'm going to finally take advantage of early admission, which is by far the earliest I've ever been to this park. First metal detectors and now they're scanning our bags. We have to take off our shoes next time we go to Universal Studios as well. Walking through the Jurassic Park area, and I've realized I've never seen this park this empty. And I know why, but it's still nice to not be in the middle of a crowd. And think how much this phone shakes. Here it is again. The ride I didn't get to go on yesterday because of my own fault. There you go. That's much better. Oh, you think it was... Yeah. Is that my little pump? Yeah, I think this is. Couldn't go on the barge right now if I wanted to. It's all blocked off. It doesn't open till 10. Wow. And they now serve breakfast. So I'm going to go in and check it out. Am I going the wrong way? I have the feeling I'm going the wrong way. Just something tells me I'm going the wrong way. Here's another view of the Sapphire Falls Hotel, which is almost finished and quite large. Then there's a lot of space over there wasted just with water. Well, just like every time I come to Orlando, it's raining, so sorry for the drops on the windows, but here is a look at the new water park, which I just found out yesterday is going to replace Wet n Wild. I thought maybe they're having two water parks right next to each other, which would be ridiculous, but nope. You can see some parts over there for a different water ride. But that, of course, is a volcano. It's a very small piece of land. It seems like that's the theme for water parks in Florida. Here's another view of construction. Besides the water park, they're also expanding this hotel. So I don't know which part of this is the water park and which part of this is the hotel. But that's just kind of weird. If you look over here, you can see that all that concrete is raised up. There's water underneath. I don't know what's up with that. Here's a view from the other tower of the new water park. It's going to be replacing, let me see if I can get this a little brighter. It's going to be replacing Wet n Wild. I hope there's still going to be a day of the year where they allow annual pass holders in for free. And a little closer look at those giant tubes. And a lot of inkers. So I just confirmed that this is a new parking garage by looking at Google Maps. Look, I'm standing in line for a ride. What ride is it? E.T. E.T. doesn't have a line. What's going on here? The Hard Rock no longer has that tacky tinsel hanging on the sign. Guess it had worn out too much and they decided to take it down. For some reason the Hulk ride with the dummies got to the top of the tube and then they just stopped it. I don't know why that. Alright, I'm in what I believe is the green queue for the queue to the ride. And look, it's right. So check it out, I might be able to go. I'm not going to shoot video on the ride because that's already on the web. It's already on YouTube, so look it up. You'll see it. Now we're being taken into the Now we're being taken into this area where normally it's supposed to keep out of. So I think the way to the ride might be as much of an adventure as the ride itself. So, alright. Kind of cool, I guess. Alright, the pre-queue queue line is now finally moving to the regular queue line. So, progress.
Once again, if you could just scoot on down and cuddle up and just don't stand up, just try to stay
Well, we're
away
already
from the
getting
doors.
kicked off the ride, so. Okay, okay, now we can focus. So we are being manually evacuated from the ride. I guess this is part of the technical rehearsal. To rehearse what happens when the ride fails. There's the screen again. Those are the projectors. Can't see the
May I have your
exercise
attention,
clock.
please? We apologize for the delay.